Hello there, this is SME OnPoint. My name is Siyaphila. This Heritage Month, SME OnPoint did catch up with Setšong Tea Crafters, who were exhibiting at the G20 Research and Innovation Working Group in Pretoria earlier this week. Setšong is an agri-business and vehicle for development of natural indigenous flora found in the natural landscapes of South Africa. The business stimulates the economy in a collaboration with rural cooperatives from Limpopo, developed by a community development organization such as Siyaphila Youth Services. Setšong Tea Crafters aims to develop the rural economy and create jobs with the rural areas within the rural areas of the country. They've also already created about 20 jobs in the rural Sekhukhune region in Limpopo. Nondomiso Patla is the co-founder of Setšong Tea and says the tea varieties identified have been consumed for over 5 generations by the elderly members of the Bapedi tribe in Sekhukhune, which results in a great deal of history and heritage that's being associated with this tea range. With the help of the Department of Science, Technology and Innovation, the CSIR and the ARC, they have been able to develop their products, and now those products are sitting on the shelves.
We have adopted to showcase the whole experience of Bapedi people, including the dress code. We are also almost enjoying our heritage on daily basis when we are exhibiting this tea. So it's not only this month, but we're always like this, because if you can look carefully, you can see that we're matching with the branding of our teas. So our heritage and science is proving to contribute to sustainable economic development in the country. We are actually enjoying the support of many corners of this country, including your rural women, the urban women. We are actually reminding everybody that this country is rich on biodiversity.
As always, we encourage you to support businesses, particularly those that we feature on the business show SME OnPoint. And one of those businesses is having a very innovative solutions, as many South African small businesses lose productive time when their employees wait in long queues at public clinics. To solve this, a local startup called Welo Health created a service called Welo SME. It brings healthcare to your workplace, to employees, so that employees don't have to wait in queues. The service includes WhatsApp doctor consultations, on-site wellness checks, and the delivery of chronic medication to factories, malls, and construction sites. It has been designed for workers without medical aid and helps employers to reduce absenteeism while keeping the staff healthy. But to explain more about the service, I'm joined by Zanele Matome, who is the founder of Welo Health, and you're also the CEO. Congratulations, this is a beautiful initiative. But tell me about the kind of difference that this SME that is serving other SMEs is making.
I love what we're doing at Welo, because like you're saying, it's SME serving other SMEs. But where it emanated from, or the genesis of it all, was in 2020 when Welo was established. So it's a play on the word wellness. Okay. So it was myself only at that time, and I was just delivering medication for people who work in the townships. So it will be your blue-collar employee who works in retail, who works at a factory, etc., who's saying, I have diabetes, or I have a chronic disease, but every time I have to go and or go and get my medication, I have to take a day off. It's no work, no pay. And then I have to queue from 5 a.m. up to 2 p.m., etc., etc. So I will literally get on a taxi, go and queue for my people, and get the medication and call Brajo or Scooter, or hey, here are the 10 packages, go and deliver to my clients, so that they can go to work. So that's how that was the genesis of it all. And then we started becoming a big team. We started operating nationwide, and then we saw a need to say, okay, how about bringing all of the services that we are doing now for corporates, for SME, for corporates to SMEs? Because SMEs are just like us.
Yes.
We want productivity, but we also want to take care of our employees because they are our asset.
Of course.
But to take care of that asset while you are a Osman Gretewa Saluni of 10 people and all of that, you cannot go 50-50 on medical aid. That's 5,000 rands per month, etc.
Absolutely.
That's how Welo was born. Welo SME was born to say, okay, let's give access to health, but also helping you take care of your business.
Yeah. Absenteeism is not only a problem in big companies, but for some reason, while it obviously impacts on productivity, but when you're a bigger company, you can always, share the work among colleagues. But when you're a smaller business, it can be quite a problem. How have you seen your service bridge that gap and the productivity levels improve because of the service that you provide?
Yes, with the productivity, like you're saying, especially for small businesses. With small businesses, I always say, if you don't work, you don't eat. So as an employee with 10 employees, 6 employees, if people don't come to work during month end, during long weekends and all of that, and they come with sick notes and things like that, you lose money, especially if people are not really sick. So the productivity part of it, that's how we help with the digital doctor consultations. Instead of now an employee going to consult with a friend and coming with a sick note, they consult with our network of doctors because that impacts small businesses as well. And the productivity part as well, the time queuing and time wastages. Instead now of a person who's really sick, who needs their chronic medication, they can continue with their work. Maybe they get the chronic medication every 3 months. We will go and collect.
Sure.
We will deal with that stress.
But who bears the cost of that? Would the company,
the
business,
employer?
The employer would bear the cost of that. Okay.
And because our package is 385 rands per month per employee, some of the employers will say, I can go 50-50 with my employee, or I can subsidize the whole amount.
Yeah. But what happens in the instance where a sick note is needed and the person does need to stay at home? A lot of people, they would refer that to the sick note to a doctor. How long? How long do you want? How many days do you need? What happens in that case? Are you able to procure that for the person and the business?
Yes, yes. When a sick note is needed, because now it's a legitimate doctor who's not your friend, etc. If a person is really sick, obviously they will get a sick note and they will get it through that WhatsApp, and then a copy of the sick note will be sent to the employer as well. Obviously it's confidential.
Of course,
yes, just for record keeping.
Zanele, do you have any medical or health services background? But I'm also curious about what it took for you to start the service. I think you have a great entrepreneurial mind.
Yeah. So I don't have any medical background, but we have a great medical team. But how I started this was that I saw a gap in the market during COVID. That's when I was like, you know what, people are struggling, people are indoors and they need their medication, especially those who use public health care. And I was like, okay, this is where we can plug the gap. And then I started doing this and we started getting medical people on board. And then that's how the story goes. Yeah, just
congratulations to you. You've done exceptionally well, and I'm sure viewers of SME OnPoint, hopefully they'll get in touch with us so that we can give them your contacts, especially if you're running a business and you're looking for this service. We've given you a plug. Reach out to us on Facebook. We're at SME OnPoint. We'll give you Zanele's details. And as we always say, please support small businesses in your communities and let's let those rents and cents circulate. Goodbye. Mfundo has more news for you after this break.